everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So this is just gonna be a short video. I'm not gonna talk about this too much, really, because I really don't have an opinion about it. Well, I do, but just a very small opinion. I know this is a little, like, you know, overdue because, like, it happened like 2 weeks ago. And how the internet works, people hear about one topic and they're obsessed with it for a week and then they move on to the next thing. Well, anyway, the thing I want to talk about is hold on, let me get my brush, you guys. Okay, never mind. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit about the Colleen Ballinger allegations. So about 2 weeks ago, Raven Simone and her wife Miranda Mayday invited Colleen to be on their podcast. Because, between 2020 and 2023, Colleen was accused of, you know, grooming allegations. Of grooming. Now, the grooming allegations started in 2020 by a YouTuber, Adam McIntyre, because he used to be one of Colleen's biggest fans. And allegedly, Colleen was in this group chat called Colleen's Weenies on Twitter X, and she would ask these very, like, underage fans, her very, very young underage fans, things like, what's your favorite sex position? When's the when was when did you get your first period? Things like that nature. And and then and then and then in 2020, Adam made a video claiming that Colleen was that Adam was being groomed by Colleen. Of course, he got a lot of backlash for it. He got bullied and, like, allegedly doxxed, um, because he was the only one that came forward. But then, in 2023, the grooming allegations of Colleen resurfaced in 2023 by someone named Cody Tyler, and they were backing up Adam's story. And so more victims came forward and backed up Colleen's or Adam's story. Like, one fan claimed that okay, so when Colleen used to go on tour, she would do live shows as her alter ego Miranda Sings, and she would do skits with the audience members. Now, one of those things that she did with the audience member was the yoga challenge. Now, around 2016, 2017, one trend that was very popular was doing the yoga challenge. Now, typically, the yoga challenge is typically done with couples, but Colleen would use the yoga challenge as one of her, like, skits. So so Colleen invited an underage fan at the time. We're not gonna say, the person's name. Um, Invited an underage fan at the time. Invited the underage fan upstage to do the yoga challenge with her. But Colleen, when they were doing the yoga challenge, opened the girl's legs, spread her legs apart on stage in front of everybody, and the underage fan was wearing a dress. And then after, Colleen opened her legs, a fart noise went off. But anyway, back to the Colleen situation, the Adam Colleen situation. So Adam not only claimed that he was being groomed by Colleen, but in his video he stated that she as a joke, Colleen as a joke, she sent Adam women's underwear.
So anyway, in 2016, Colleen and Corey were doing a live stream and they stumbled across my Twitter account. They found my tweets really funny, and this was the day before we officially started really talking. They found my Twitter so funny that they said they needed to send me bra and panties that Corey was wearing during the live stream. Now, looking back at that, I'm still a minor. I'm still 17, but looking back on that, I just... you know yourself. And also, minutes later, they made fun of how my parents would react to the fact of two 30-year-olds sending me bra and panties, lingerie, to name it properly, on this live stream. So again, looking back as a 17-year-old, I'm just really disgusted at the situation and confused, honestly. They went on my Twitter because they thought it was funny, and then they said they had to send me the bra and panties. Here are some clips from that live stream.
Ew! That outfit! Screaming homeschooled Christian University realness.
Adam, Cookie Ballinger said, "Hi, you are such a fashion icon," and tweeted the ugliest picture of me. This is honestly the worst outfit. He's so rude. What made you order these ugly clothes?
Adam!
Those clothes are nasty. He's so rude. Oh my god, he's so sassy. Your Twitter account is making me laugh so much. Oh my god, that makes me laugh. I want to send him something. Do you want the bra, Adam?
Adam, do you want the bra and panties? Tweet right now.
Oh my god. Yeah, Adam, let me know what you want. He's in Ireland. Hi, Adam, I love you. Okay. I'm sending him something. Okay, maybe he'll want the panties. Although then his parents will be like, "You're not allowed to watch who is sending you panties." He'll be like, "Mom, don't worry. I watched a boy wear them online first."
Here also...
And there's proof of that because Colleen did a live stream where she was giving away clothes that she didn't want. She was giving away clothes to fans that she didn't want. And Colleen's friend, who is another YouTuber, Corey DeSoto, made a joke telling Adam, "You want the bra? You want the bra and panties?" And by the way, Corey DeSoto is wearing the bra and panties over his shirt and pants as a joke, which is disgusting to me. And in 2023, when these allegations came out, Colleen did an apology video, quote quote, an apology video where the title is titled "High." The video is titled "High," and the video is still up to this day. And she's playing the ukulele, and she's making a song about it, calling it the Toxic Gossip Train. Well, anyway, fast forward 2 years later. Raven-Symoné and her wife Miranda, they invite Colleen to her podcast. And all I have to say is I was very disappointed about a couple of things. First off, the original title of their podcast episode was Colleen's Real Apology. And then it was changed to Colleen Explains Her Side, or something like that. Look, all I gotta say about that is I'm disappointed, not because they interviewed Colleen. Well, I'm disappointed about that, but I'm more disappointed that they didn't press her. They didn't press Colleen enough. about all the allegations. They were they were I hate to say this, but they were pretty um uh they let's just say they put like kid gloves on her. They were very they didn't press her hard enough. They weren't tough on her enough about all that stuff. And that's the thing that I just really wish that they were tough on her about it. Like they should have asked her like, what were you thinking when posting that ukulele video? And why has it taken you this long to address? Why has it taken you 2 years to finally address these allegations that were made against you? But yeah, what else is going on? So like Netflix is like buying like Warner Brothers or something. I don't know what the fuck that means. I guess like all the Warner Brothers properties they're gonna be streamed on Netflix from now on, or like Warner Brothers and Netflix are merging. Cause as of right now, like all Warner Brothers properties are streamed on HBO Max, and I guess they're in the process of moving all the Warner Brothers properties onto Netflix. So I don't know what this means. I don't know if they're like getting rid of HBO Max and like I don't know. I don't know. Or they're gonna do something what they did with Disney Plus and Hulu. Like, are they gonna merge Warner Brothers and Netflix? Because I'm sure you guys know, Hulu and Disney Plus merged. So whether you have a Hulu or a Disney Plus account, you automatically get both, no matter what streaming service you sign up for. You automatically get both. Um, what else? Oh, Scream 7 update. So Matthew Lillard was recently interviewed with Entertainment Tonight, and they were asking him about Scream 7 and how does it feel to be back. He said, I just don't want to mess up the legacy, coming back after all these years. That's what he said. And yes, I firmly believe that Stu is not alive. I'm, I believe 100% they're gonna do something with AI. Like the new Ghostface killers when Scream 7 comes out, they're gonna use AI. The new Scream killer character, whoever it's gonna be, is gonna use AI to mimic Stu's voice to fuck with Sydney's head. Because once upon a time, Sydney and Stu were actually friends. But like I said, I'll have to see when Scream 7 comes out, and I cannot believe it's gonna come out in 2 months. I'm really excited. I'm so glad that we're gonna have a Sydney based movie again. Although we did kind of have a Sydney based movie for Scream 4, but I feel like Scream 4, it was a Jill Roberts based movie. And Scream 5, Nev was hardly in it. And I get why. I get why she was not in it very much because they were doing the whole passing the torch thing for the newer generation. And we all know the story why Nev wasn't in Scream 6 because, she wasn't, she was being screwed with her pay. And so she decided to back out. But in the movie, I'm glad that, from what I saw in the trailer, I'm glad that, like, Sydney has a daughter and, like, her daughter's name is Tatum. And even Rose McGowan, who played Tatum in the first Scream, like she's happy. Like Rose McGowan even said like she's happy they're paying homage to Tatum in Scream 7 by having Sydney's daughter be named after Tatum. And like I said, the only reason I strongly believe that they're just using gonna be the only reason that Matthew's coming back is because so he could do some voiceover work, and that's why I believe David Arquette coming back came back because it's clearly obvious that the killer is gonna use Dewey and Stu's voice to mess with Sydney's head because Sydney got very close to Dewey after Tatum passed away. She kind of became his like surrogate, like little sister. Like she filled in that like Sydney. She filled in that like sister role. Like she loved Dewey as a brother. Like, she filled in that sister role after Tatum passed away. Like even in Scream 2, Sydney says like she calls Dewey Randy's and Sydney's surrogate big brother. And like all the other characters already came back, like in Scream 5, like Matthew did some voiceover work in Scream 5, Jamie Kennedy did some voiceover work in Scream 5, Drew Barrymore did, and Skeet came back for 5 and 6. They de-aged him to look how he did in the first Scream, because Sam was seeing visions of Billy because she knows, like, Sam knows that Billy is her biological father. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Um, yeah. Alright. Bye, guys.